10 News begins right now with breaking news.
We are following two big breaking stories right off the top at 6 tonight. The first, the sentencing of Derek Chauvin, where we have learned he will spend the next 2 decades behind bars.
The second is the continued search for the 159 missing people after this building collapsed in Florida. Getting right to that first story, the man charged with killing George Floyd learned his fate.
A judge sentenced Derek Chauvin to 22 and a half years. Reporter Jay Gray takes us inside the courtroom.
It will be, I miss you and I love you.
More than a year later, the emotion is still raw. George Floyd's family sharing their pain as they urge Judge Peter Cahill to hold nothing back as he sentences the man convicted of murder in Floyd's death.
I'm asking that you please find it suitable to give Officer Chauvin the maximum sentence possible. My family and I have been given a life sentence. We would never be able to get George back.
Prosecutors echoing their request, urging Judge Cahill to send a strong message with a sentence of 30 years.
This is the time for our criminal justice system to say, we hear you.
Derek Chauvin showing no emotion during the hearing, even as his mother opens the presentation for the defense.
My son is a good man.
Pleading for leniency.
Derek is a quiet, thoughtful, honorable, and selfless man.
His defense team arguing the former police officer's service and spotless criminal record, not public opinion, should influence how much time Chauvin spends behind bars. Chauvin then joining him at the podium, offering this cryptic message to Floyd's family.
There's going to be some other information in the future that would be of interest, and I hope things will give you some peace of mind.
Judge Cahill taking a brief recess before announcing Chauvin's fate.
The court commits you to the custody of the Commissioner of Corrections for a period of 270 months. That's 270.
The decision bringing at least a bit of relief for Floyd's family, but it does not, they say, mark the end of their fight for justice as they continue to make sure the world never forgets his name. A closer look into today's decision. Now Chauvin expected to spend at least 2/3 of his sentence behind bars before being eligible parole. Also, the defense has indicated they plan to file an appeal in the case. Jay Gray, NBC News, Minneapolis.
After that sentencing, we caught up with Floyd's uncle. He says he is satisfied with Chauvin's fate, but he wants to see more done to prevent something like this in the future.
I'm not mad at Chauvin. I'm not mad at police officers. I'm mad at the system. It's the system that failed my nephew, wasn't the police officers.
He's calling on the Senate to pass the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. Coming up, NBC Nightly News will bring you another report from Minneapolis as reaction to this sentencing continues to pour in. We'll, of course, keep you updated here and on our website, WSLS.com.
Another top story we're following is this deadly building collapse in the Miami, Florida area. 4 people are dead and 159 are still missing here inside this rubble. We want to give you a live look right now where rescuers are still sifting through the rubble. 10 News reporter Alexis Davila is working for you to learn the challenges they're up against.
Thursday morning, a 12-story condo near Miami Beach came crashing down. In seconds, 55 units were gone and many people are still unaccounted for. Rescuers continued to dig through the rubble Friday night, but Captain Jeff Pay with Roanoke Fire EMS says it could take weeks. Pay says the first responders are at risk as they put their lives on the line to save others in an unstable environment. He says to stabilize what's left of the structure, shores will need to be installed.
But then they're going to have to bring in a lot of heavy equipment such as cranes and excavators, and they're going to have to meticulously pull the building apart to search for any remaining victims.
Pay tells us other surrounding agencies, specialty teams, and even FEMA will have to band together to gain more manpower and equipment for the mission. In Roanoke, Alexis Davila, 10 News, working for you.
Pay says in the past 3 months, the Roanoke Valley's heavy technical rescue team responded to 9 structural collapses. To keep training up to date, they send 3 to 5 first responders to a specialty structural collapse school each year.
And as questions continue about what caused that collapse, a construction engineering professor at Virginia Tech says it's entirely too soon to speculate. Roberto Leon says the building was likely designed to meet the standards when it was built, but it has drastically changed since then. He says it likely there were multiple things failing, but it could take months, even years, to find out what caused the collapse.
And so this is an extremely rare one, and we want to basically investigate carefully why it occurred. And in engineering, we learn almost as much from failures as from innovations. And so it's very important for us to get to the bottom of what happened.
He says there is technology to help determine a cause, and engineers will likely still be on site.
Let's turn now to your forecast. It is so nice outside, a beautiful Friday.
Really is. Here's a live look beside us now from our new College Institute sky cam in Martinsville. The sun is out. There's a few clouds out there, but it's the humidity is not really around.
No.
And meteorologist Delaney Warden joins us now.
I know, Delaney, another night of low humidity.
Yes.
We rarely get this in June.
Oh, it's been so nice over the past few days, and we'll continue to see the humidity increasing here. In fact, that's even been the case today, but it still felt very nice outside. Notice that dew point of 59 degrees, kind of right on the edge of becoming a little bit more muggy outside. However, it has still been very consistent here over the past few days, sitting in the 70s, but we do have rain chances that will be returning here shortly, and I'll have more details on your weekend forecast coming up. Guys?
Happening right now, people are taking a stand against gun violence in the Hill City. We've got a live look for you from Lynchburg, where more than 40 churches are joining together. The goal is to turn conversations about ending gun violence into action. And we will show you how they're doing that tonight on 10 News at 11. Roanoke gun violence has doubled since this time last year. That's according to data presented during this morning's Gun Violence Prevention Commission meeting. The police department reports more than half of the 31 cases this year have involved someone under 25 years old.
So you have 8 between 16 and 18, 1 from 19 to 21, and 8 from 22 to 25. That's 60% of our victims in this table. So 60% of our victims fall into that very small window in terms of age grouping. So just something to keep in mind.
To help curb the violence, police will be patrolling downtown on busier nights and weekends. In the coming days, the city will learn if it received grants to hire outreach staff.
Changes are coming to your children's school. The General Assembly passed a law last year requiring school systems to adopt inclusive policies for transgender and non-binary students. But some lawmakers are encouraging districts to reject this. 10 News reporter McKinley Struther explains why.
The task is to adopt uniform policies for the treatment of transgender and gender non-conforming students.
Yeah, the main goal was to make sure that school boards and school personnel had a baseline based on social science and based on best practices.
In March, the Virginia Department of Education provided model policies for school boards, requiring schools to allow the use of name and gender pronouns students identify with and allow students to use restrooms and locker rooms which correspond with their gender identity. It has created controversy within some districts. This video from Loudoun County this week. Here's Delegate Marcus Simon, who co-sponsored the bill that's now law.
Centralizing it at the Board of Education, creating a model policy for everyone to adopt, we thought was the way to go.
Central Virginia Senator Steve Newman says for boards who don't want to do it, they should reject it.
Certainly, we want to make sure that every child is loved and we don't have bullying and those type things. But the radical items in here need to be rejected school board by school board.
If rejected, no one seems to know what would happen. I asked the Department of Education, but have not heard back. If needed, Newman suggests school systems involve the court systems. While we don't know how each system will implement and practice these policies, Lauren Farmer provides insight from her training with Roanoke County and Roanoke City Schools.
The trainer, I really focus on helping people feel comfortable and safe to be able to ask hard questions and to get what they need to take in the information.
Each system has until August or September to adopt their policy. McKinley Struther, 10 News, working for you.
A community-wide effort to save animals in need.
It's just right now, it's just kind of, bubbled up and exploding.
How shelters band together to help every animal find a forever home.
Dozens of animals have been saved from potential euthanasia thanks to the help of our community. Earlier this week, the Regional Center for Animal Care and Protection announced it was at full capacity. That's when other organizations stepped in to help. Now the shelter is ready to take in more strays ahead of the 4th of July weekend.
We've had a lot of animals that have been sitting here for a few weeks waiting on their owners to come pick them up. During this time, we've released already 14 animals back to their owners. Which has been good. We've used a couple other Facebook and other media to identify those animals, and the owners have picked them up.
A great outcome for sure. The RCACP still needs help, and we have how you can support them on our website. Just log on to WSLS.com.
And the Classic Cruise is back in Roanoke. We've got a live look from the Star City Motor Madness that just kicked off, and it's looking like it did pre-coronavirus. The annual event will have plenty of classic cars driving up and down Williamson Road, and tomorrow will be the car show downtown from 10 to 4. Then from 5:30 to 10, there's a party at Entertainment Plaza in the back of the Virginia Museum of Transportation. Look at all the hot rods. I love it. The return of fireworks coming back this year, the touching tribute in one region and the community effort in another to make it happen.
And the weather has been perfect over the past few days, but the heat, humidity, and rain chances all returning shortly. Details are coming up.
An exciting announcement tonight. The Smith Mountain Lake community will have fireworks this 4th of July. Mitchell's Point Marina in Huddleston announced today that it will, with the help of nearly 24 local businesses, put on a show to benefit the Saunders Volunteer Fire Department. As we've reported, the fireworks, which are usually held at Parkway Marina, were canceled due to COVID-19 and a lack of time to fundraise. The show will start around 9 p.m.
And the show will go on tomorrow night in Rustburg. Two brothers in Campbell County are making final preparations for a fireworks show that you helped them continue. In fact, we did a story not too long ago. We introduced you to Chris and Kevin DeBernard earlier this month. They created a GoFundMe page to keep their father's fireworks show going even after his death. And you helped raise more than $10,000 to keep the community tradition going.
This was 25 years of his work and what he did for this community and us as a family and friends, and just to do it for him with everything that happened. I mean, it's the one thing he really wants us to carry on, so we couldn't be happier.
And you can find the show details at WSLS.com.
Your local weather authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Temperatures running a little bit warmer outside today, along with some slight winds. In fact, you're seeing our sky cam overlooking downtown Roanoke shaking just a little bit from those winds. If anything, just causing those temperatures to feel a little bit better. We're all now down into the 70s after some of us, especially here in Roanoke and back towards Southside, reaching into the lower 80s just a short time ago. 72 is our cool spot at the moment in Hillsville. Here over the next few hours, our temperatures won't be dropping quite as fast as what we have been in recent nights. In fact, we're going to be running closer to where we should be for this time of year as opposed to those temperatures, which were about 10 degrees cooler than average. 65 in Roanoke, 66 back towards Danville, upper 50s in portions of the New River Valley. For tomorrow afternoon, those temperatures will be back into the 80s. This is very much where we should be for this time of year, but that humidity is going to be increasing. So note that if you're going to be outside, just make sure you're staying hydrated and wear some sunscreen. For lunchtime tomorrow, there's that low pressure system and that cold front approaching. This is going to continue to track off towards the east and just bring us some spotty showers both Saturday and Sunday. Overall, you may not see any rain. Just make sure you're downloading the WSLS 10 weather app. If there are any storms in your area, you can make sure that you have a plan B ready. Today's humidity was very low. It felt great outside, and that's been the case the past few days. For this weekend, that will no longer be the case. Feeling a little bit more humid. In fact, we'll continue to watch that humidity increasing gradually here over the next few days. So your weekend planner, if you're getting outside, again, not too bad to do so. Just watch out for those isolated storm chances. Highs will be into the 80s, and your 7-day forecast keeps our temperatures warming. 90s by Monday, staying there through Thursday. Rain chances will be running a little bit higher Thursday and Friday. Appy?
All right, Delaney, we'll hear from the state finals bound Red Devils on all the success in Rustburg, and we'll look back to the Wahoo's last stand in Omaha. Sports is next. And just when you thought this mess was over, a COVID scare has NC State without 4 position players, starters, and a whole lot of other players. They're currently playing Vanderbilt with just 13 available players. Vanderbilt leading in the 9th. Now, should NC State lose, they'll have to play Vanderbilt again in an attempt to move on, but no word as to whether or not any of those players might be eligible tomorrow. Prep sports, the Red Devils will play for the Class 3 state softball title tomorrow at New Kent. Brooke Leonard has more on what's been a prosperous couple of months in Rustburg.
Nearly 3 months ago, the Rustburg softball team was unsure if they would even have a season.
Yeah, we had like a week of practice, and then we had to quarantine for 2 weeks. It was challenging at the beginning, because then we're thinking, what if somebody else gets it, and what if we are disqualified and can't play anymore?
Now, on the eve of the Class 3 state championship, they sure are grateful they did.
Our rally started then, when we had to kind of pull together and really just be there for everyone, and I think that kind of set us up for success in a sense when it could have brought us down. We all saw the value in like really pulling tight together.
The undefeated Red Devils have quite the talent with pitcher Eden Bigham, who has thrown 4 perfect games this season.
Obviously our pitcher is ridiculous. She's insane. Yeah, so that definitely helps us a lot.
And as of late, dynamic hitting that has lifted them over region opponents.
Obviously our bats have been pretty hot lately, but it's been like that all season. Maybe just gone a little bit more unnoticed. Yeah, just putting balls in play, relying on our defense as well as our pitching.
While they may not realize it, most of these players have been preparing for this moment since they were kids.
So just playing from that time to now and knowing kind of how each other works, like how our mindsets work and just everything in our headspace. I mean, what a way to go out. That's what we've been praying for, what we've been fighting for. I mean, it would really make all of our dreams come true, especially as an end to our final season.
And they're just 7 innings away from achieving the dreams they had back then.
I want it so bad for them. It's for all of them, but especially those girls that this is it for them. So let's go out with a bang.
In Rustburg, I'm Brooke Leonard, 10 Sports.
Meantime, NASCAR great Jack Ingram has passed away. Hawks-Bucks Game 2 tonight. Eastern Conference Finals Game 7. Yeah, everybody's okay.
Nightly news coming up next.
We'll see you back here at 7.